I swear Skeen teleports at the start of this scene. We see him in silhouette up on a ridge, one half of the touching odd couple he comprises with Nemik. Cinta is emptying Aldhani from her boots, Vel is having a stretch. We see Skeen handing Nemik a flask, and even from this distance we can see there is affection in their interactions. Then he turns and saunters down the slope, not in any rush. The vibe is chilled. A moment later he's a ghost behind Cassian. He doesn't, of course, teleport. I don't think he even sped up his step until he was within a couple of feet of his target. It's jarring. Technically he had plenty of time, but the way they set it up, you see his unhurried pace, his affectionate demeanor, and you think everything is good and safe. We take a few moments to look at Taramyn eating, and then boom, knife, windpipe. It's a deliberate directorial choice to frame Skeen as the team's apex predator. One moment he's a supportive brother figure to Nemik on a distant ridge, and the next he's a blade and bad intent. By cutting away to the mundane, the show lets the audience lose track of him, just like the characters do. It tells you everything you need to know about why he's survived this long. This scene is the narrative cleansing of the group, a brutal high-altitude shakedown that strips the team of their pretenses and baggage before they hit the garrison floor. It's where the shepherd disguise finally burns away to reveal the raw, jagged nerves of a cell that doesn't trust its own members. When Skeen rips that kyber stone off Cassian's neck, he's not just finding a payday, he's finding the out he's been certain Cassian has had tucked away since the start. To a guy like Skeen, a treasure in a robbery is a signed confession that you don't plan on dying with the rest of the team and have probably already sold them out. The physical layout of the scene, the group scattered and vulnerable on the hillside, underscores how effectively Skeen has fractured the team. Despite the previous night's bonding, they aren't a squad anymore. They're individuals staring at a potential traitor. Vel orders they get to the camp first and fix it later, with violence if needs be, but Cassian's response is a masterclass in tactical honesty. He realizes that this is too big to let it fester. That's too dangerous. He realizes that in a circle of people fueled by volatile things like belief and revenge, the only way to become safe is to become predictable. By admitting he is only there for the money, he performs a hard reset on their expectations. For Skeen and Taramyn, a mercenary is a tool you can understand. For Vel, the mask is off, which strips the last bit of moral hygiene from her leadership. The fact that even Cinta was caught with her shoes off is the final nail in the found family coffin. Vel sacrificed her team's trust for a tactical asset, and now she has to lead a group of people who are looking at her like a stranger. But man, watching Nemik hear that is the real gut punch. His "what?" is so small and so crushed. He thinks it's an almost holy calling. And Cassian just told him it's a business transaction. He even comes back and checks again. It's really only the money? Aww. Skeen's line, "you'd be right where I am," is the ultimate defensive crouch of a career cynic. It's his way of trying to socialize his own paranoia so he doesn't have to do it alone. He has to believe that everyone would pull a knife on a stranger with 30,000 credits in his boot, or at least Cassian would, because if they wouldn't, it means Skeen is just a paranoid jerk. Cassian rejects this assertion completely, saying, "Tell yourself whatever you want." He's letting him know that no, despite our many similarities, we are not the same. Cassian's most biting insight is his diagnosis of the team's collective anxiety. He makes the case that Skeen's knife and Taramyn's posturing are just symptoms of the day before. By telling them, "I know you're afraid," he flips the power dynamic. He's the only one on that hill comfortable with his own terror. He challenges them to stop using his presence as an excuse to lose their nerve, effectively forcing them back into the mission. By the time Vel orders them to move, the group has transitioned to a team of professionals. The moral hygiene of the rebels who let out the sheep at their camp is gone. They are now walking into the garrison not as comrades but as assets who have agreed to tolerate each other just long enough to get the job done.